We're here at the Gary Chicago International Airport where Hooters Air is about to make their maiden flight to Myrtle Beach. Stay with us because we have interviews with the administrator, Paul Karras, the CEO of Hooters Air, Mark Peterson, and some of the other local community leaders to talk about this festive event. It's exciting times for Gary, Indiana and the Gary Chicago International Airport. I'm here with Mayor Scott King. Mayor, tell us what your thoughts are today.
Well, it's just another step forward in the growth of this airport, which I've been very proud to have happen during my tenure here as mayor. Another opportunity to connect with another part of the country. It's a quality airline, and we're looking forward to just continuing expansion of flight service options out of the city.
And what does this mean exactly? It's an impact for Gary, Indiana, as well as Northwest Indiana. Am I correct?
Yeah, well, everything. I mean, I'm hoping that increasingly we're realizing throughout Northwest Indiana that good things happening anywhere within our boundaries is good for everybody else.
So what would you tell our viewers out there in Northwest Indiana about coming out here to Gary, Indiana, the Gary Chicago International Airport, Hooters Air, and the other airline you have here? What would you tell them?
Well, everybody talks about economic development. As we see new opportunities present themselves, it's the obligation of all of us to use them. I mean, we can't just sit here and read our paper in the morning and say, hey, that's great. Hooters Air is flying out of here, and then turn around and go book a flight out of O'Hare if you're going to an area that's served. So that's one thing I'm stressing with everyone. This is a good day, but we want to sustain it. And to sustain it, we have to, all of us, understand we have to make a commitment too, and to go out of our way to utilize facilities. We have to invest in those who invest in Northwest Indiana.
Very well put, Mayor. Thanks for your time. Well, it's exciting times for Northwest Indiana, especially for the Gary Chicago International Airport. And one of the guys that made it happen is Mr. Mark Peterson here, the president of Hooters Air. Now, can you tell us, before we get into the interview, a little bit about Hooters Air?
Well, Hooters Air, we're based in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. We currently serve in 8 cities. We operate an all Boeing fleet, 737s, and a 757. We've been in business now just about a year and a half, and very excited to be here in Gary, Indiana.
Can you tell us where the flights are going to go to from the Gary Chicago International Airport?
This airplane will leave here 5 days a week. We'll go to Myrtle Beach, and it will continue on to Nassau in the Bahamas. You will also be able to connect out of Myrtle Beach to Fort Myer, Florida on some of those days also. You know, and we're looking at, we continue to build our system and look at additional markets, so there'll be more opportunities for travel out of Gary to other destinations as we move forward.
Again, it's an exciting day for Gary, Indiana, for Northwest Indiana, and the Gary Chicago International Airport. I'm here with Paul Karras, the manager of the airport. Now, what's going through your head right now, Paul?
Well, it's another event. We've been having a few of them lately. Good event. It's good news. More airline service, more activity, more economic development, more jobs, more people spending money in Northwest Indiana and
good news.
Southern Chicagoland. So it's very good news, yeah.
Well, what were the dynamics that actually obtained Hooters Air here in Northwest Indiana?
The airport being a big pest with Hooters, calling, begging, borrowing, and so, you know, a lot of talk over a long period of time. I think what turned it over for Hooters was when they saw that Southeast Airlines started service here and that they were doing very well. We knew that once you got one airline, the others were going to start taking a look at you. Airlines are afraid of unproven airports, so the risk is being reduced. They see Southeast, they see Hooters, other carriers are saying, hey, maybe we should be there, maybe we're missing something. Time's on our side. Midway and O'Hare only getting more crowded. That fourth airport in the cornfields near Peatone or north of Kankakee, good luck. They don't have money, and they're not coming out with the facts on what it's going to cost to bring that thing around. We have an airport, it's in business, it's running, you see it. Planes are coming and going. Parking's free. It's easy to get to. 35 minutes from downtown Chicago.
Slam dunk, no argument.
Bada bing, bada boom.
I'm here with Ross Amundsen, and he's a friend of the Gary Chicago International Airport. Ross, this is a big day today, not only for Gary and the airport, but for Northwest Indiana in general. Am I correct?
Absolutely, Nick. We all in Northwest Indiana should be friends of this airport. And I know a lot of people out there are.
You know, I know the mayor alluded to it just now, but you know, you do have three other proposed airports in the area. What does Gary have to offer that the other ones don't, or Peatone, I should say specifically, in terms of the third airport?
Well, it's here. I mean, it's here. You know, the cost per passenger, for example, they don't even have an airline. To get an airline up and running is the cost to do that in Peatone versus here is like 10 to 1. I mean, it's a no-brainer. The use and development of this airport is so much in the public interest. I mean, obviously, those of us in Indiana have a vested interest from an economic development, jobs kind of point of view. There is no project around that matches up to what the potential of this airport is. But the public interest, not just in Indiana, but in Illinois, is in the use and development of this airport.
So what seems to be the controversy is if it's not a slam dunk issue that the Gary Chicago International Airport should be Chicago's third airport. What's the controversy?
Well, there's a lot of reasons why we aren't. I mean, you look at Los Angeles, they have 5 airports flying commercially. New York has 6. Chicago basically has 2. And you ask, why has that happened? Well, it's happened for a lot of reasons. First of all, the airlines, for the most part, like you and I, to be inconvenienced going up to O'Hare and Midway and to spend all that money and time and effort. And, you know, we as consumers have to, you know, make a statement here regarding the use and development of the airport. And the statement is through the supporting the flights that currently exist out of here, like the Hooters one and the Southeast flights. So, I mean, the market, you as a consumer can make a difference here. And, you know, Mayor Daley's done a great job of keeping everybody in the city of Chicago. I mean, he's a masterful politician. And now the Illinois politicians want us all to go over there, and they've got a lot more clout in a lot of areas, whether it be in Washington, D.C. or wherever, than we have. But in fairness to our federal representatives, Senator Bayh and Lugar and Congressman Wisklowski, I think they see it. I think they see that this has got to happen, and they're doing what they can in Washington to support it. We have got to get the state more engaged in this process, and I think they're coming around to that extent.
I'm here with Alan Katz. He's an attorney in Crown Point and also a member of the Gary Chicago International Airport. What's this event mean for the Gary Chicago International Airport?
Well, this is very important. This is our second airline in only 4 months that started at Gary Chicago. It's a major advance, a major step forward for the airport and for the region.
And having Hooters Airline as part of now one of the airline carriers here, what does that mean for the Northwest Indiana?
Well, it's another step forward towards what could be tremendous development for Northwest Indiana. Figures have indicated that if this airport could be grown, say, to the size of Midway, and we have longer runways than Midway, it could have a $5 billion a year economic impact on Northwest Indiana. If you realize that's almost the same impact as the steel industry.
Well, I'm the lucky one here, working very hard today. Look who I have around me.
Fly Hooters Air!
Well, these girls have a dream job. Not only do they work at Hooters and get to meet fine people from all over Northwest Indiana, but they're also going to participate in a lot of the local flights to Myrtle Beach. I'm here with
Lindsay.
And
Katie.
And Lindsay, where are you from?
Chicago.
Okay, and Katie?
Calumet City.
Okay, now, have you guys ever flown on an airplane before in terms of working, not just flying?
No.
So this is all new to you, huh?
Yes.
And how did you guys find out that you guys were going to be on Friday's flight?
We just volunteered at our meeting that we had a little bit before the conference.
So it must have been not of a, something that they had to force upon you. It was kind of a no-brainer, right?
Yeah. Right.
You get a chance to fly to Myrtle Beach, right?
Yeah, just exactly.
Now, are you guys going to take on from Myrtle Beach on to the Bahamas as well?
Yeah, I think so. I believe so.
Have you guys ever been down there before?
No.
Excited about it?
Yeah. Yes.
I'm here with Christina.
Hello.
And
Shannon.
Shannon, where are you from?
Chicago.
And
Orland Park.
Would you ever think that working at Hooters would allow you the opportunity to actually become an airline attendant?
No.
How about yourself?
No, but I'm really excited about it.
Pretty excited. What did they say in terms of flying on the airplane? Any training, anything like that?
There's certain things that we can't touch, I guess you can say, on the flight, but otherwise we're there to have fun, entertain, and just be friendly and help the flight attendants with whatever they need us to do.
We're going to have you clarify what the definition of touch means.
Well, not the customers, but since we're not certified as flight attendants, we can't help them push the carts, shut the airline doors, I guess they call it the machinery, is what we can't do.
Again, I'm here with two lovely women from Hooters Restaurant, and I'm here with
Miranda.
And
Natasha.
Natasha, where are you from?
Payless Park.
And
Chicago Heights.
have you ever flown on Hooters Air or worked on an airline before?
No, definitely not.
So this is all brand new to you,
Yes. Yes, it's very exciting.
right? And how about yourself?
Yeah, no, I've never have. I fly a lot, but never worked for them, and I'm excited.
I wish I had their job, but what is it all going to include? You guys are going to be up there serving customers?
No wings.
No wings.
But great food.
But great food.
Yeah, we got some soft pretzels, and we got some pigs in a blanket, and maybe some fruit. Not too much of the Hooters style food, but good appetizers.
And there's a good reason for that. You guys can't take the ovens and the grills and the deep fryers up there.
Right. That would be just too crazy.
But you guys are working on that, right?
Yeah, we're trying. The elevation, we're just trying to get the whole thing working out, and yeah, hopefully soon.
Are you excited about going down to Myrtle Beach?
Definitely really excited. I've never been there, so.
How about yourself?
No, definitely not. My boyfriend actually always goes golfing down there, so it's going to be pretty exciting.
What would you tell people out there watching the show about flying Hooters Air?
You should definitely do it. It's an experience like no other.
How about yourself?
It's going to be the most exciting time of your life.
They said it all for me. The girls I have here are from the local Maryville Hooters, and I have here with me Crystal and
Tiffany.
Now, Crystal, have you ever flown Hooters Air before?
No, I have not.
So the first time you fly it, you're actually going to be working it, right?
Correct.
Excited about that?
Very. It should be the funnest event, flying-wise. Just come out and try it. Be a great time.
Now, I'm with, again,
Tiffany.
Tiffany. Have you ever flown in an airplane before?
I have.
And what about Myrtle Beach, Nassau, Bahamas, anywhere exotic like that?
No, just your typical Florida trips. That's what you do in Indiana. You go to Florida, so.
Well, now you'll be able to get a chance to not only fly down there and enjoy a vacation, but get paid for it as well. Excited about that?
Looking forward to that.
All right. I'm here with
Christy.
And
Megan.
Now, you excited about the flight?
Yeah, it's going to be fun. I'm excited because you're allowed to fly with all your friends and everything, so it's going to be a good time.
Are they going to give you a chance once you get down to Myrtle Beach to kind of stay and hang out there for a while or what?
No, it's round trip. We work from 7 in the morning until 6 at night, and we fly there. We'll make a couple stops on the way back and then fly back.
Did you ever think that working at Hooters would allow that opportunity to become a flight attendant for Hooters Air?
No, I'm ecstatic. I'm really excited. It sounds like a great opportunity. It's going to be a lot of fun. Everybody should come out and try it.
I'm here with Sarah and Tanya. Now, Sarah, where are you from?
I'm from Portage, Indiana.
Okay, and Tanya?
Hobart, Indiana.
Okay, now, you know, Hooters restaurant, we're notoriously famous for wings and things of that nature, buffalo shrimp. Hooters Air, it's kind of new here for Northwest Indiana. What about yourself?
It's very new. I haven't flown yet. So.
Have you flown, period, on an airplane?
Yeah, a few times.
Do you know when you're going to fly?
I think we're starting next week.
Excited about it?
Very excited that I was given the opportunity to experience flying for Hooters Air.
Now, how did that work in the restaurant? Did you guys just throw your names in a hat? And I mean, every girl working at Hooters gets that opportunity, or what?
Yeah, we all have the opportunity. They just brought up to us during our meeting, and whoever wanted to do it got to try.
Kind of nice change of pace of just, you know, hanging out at the restaurant and to flying, you know, to some exotic places, isn't it?
It's very different. I can't wait.
I'm here with two lovely other Hooter girls from the Maryville store, and I'm here with
Patty.
Patty, you're from?
Crown Point.
And?
Jessica.
And you're from?
Calumet City.
Now, are you excited about flying Hooters Air?
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be a nice change from the restaurant. Instead of serving food and all that stuff and picking up trash, we get to just basically entertain, ask trivia questions and all that.
Fly out of town and, you know.
Yeah.
That is definitely different. Did you ever think by being a Hooters girl at the restaurant that you would have this opportunity to be a flight attendant for Hooters Air?
No, but when the option was brought up to me, I was like, I'm going to go for it.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely. I'm so excited.
How about it? Now, you know, is it all business or are you guys going to chance to hang out and, like, lay out at the beach and stuff like that?
Mostly business, but hopefully there's a little bit of pleasure involved. I'd like to lay out and get a tan.
Hopefully that plane will get delayed a little bit. We can stay there.
Yeah, you know, and then thinking about it, it's real hot here today, but think about those winter months when everybody's going to be stuck in Maryville, Indiana, and thinking about you guys flying down south. How can I become a Hooters girl? I just want to know.
Just put on one of our uniforms.
Oh, that'll be scary. All right, well, thanks for your time, you guys.
All right, thank you.
Fly Hooters!
There you go. From the Gary Chicago International Airport, I'm Nick Mantis.